You already know. That's the thing I want to say at the very beginning of this. Not everything, not the future, not what other people are thinking, not every outcome, but the important things. What is aligned and what isn't? Who is trustworthy and who isn't? Which direction is yours? And you know. You have always known. The problem is not a lack of intuition. The problem is a trained mistrust of it. The problem is years of being told that what you sense isn't real, that feelings aren't data, that you need external verification before your inner knowing counts. Today, we're going to rebuild that trust, not through affirmations, through actual practice. So, find a comfortable position, seated or lying down, and take a few deep, settling breaths. All right, now let's take 3 slow, deep breaths and let the thinking mind begin to settle. Bring your awareness to the body, specifically to the gut and the chest. This is where intuition most often lives in the body, not in the mind or the head, but in the body. Now take a breath into your gut. Feel it. What is it doing right now? Now I want to give you a simple practice for distinguishing intuition from fear. They can feel similar. Both register in the body, but they have different qualities about them. Fear tends to be loud, urgent, running stories about the future, escalating when you engage with it, telling you to flee or freeze. Intuition tends to be quiet, present-focused, consistent over time, not requiring a story to justify itself, steady rather than escalating, returning again and again with the same message. Now I want you to bring to mind something that you've been uncertain about, a decision, a relationship, a direction, and simply ask yourself, what does the quiet, consistent, returning knowing say? Not the fear, but the knowing. Now, here's the trust-building practice. Remember a time that your intuition was right and you listened to it. The feeling you had that turned out to be accurate. Let yourself revisit that experience. What did it feel like in your body? Where did that knowing live? Now remember a time that your intuition was right and you overrode it. What did that feel like in the body in that moment? What was the feeling of that override, the rationalization, the but what if I'm wrong, the choosing external evidence over your internal knowing? That pattern, learning to recognize it in the moment, is the work. Intuition gets stronger with use. Every time you listen to it and act from it, the signal gets more clear. Every time you override it and discover that it was right, you have the option to update your willingness to trust next time. The relationship with your intuition is a relationship. It grows through attention and respect. Now take another deep breath. Feel into your gut, into your chest, into your quiet knowing. Because you already know. The practice is learning to trust that you do. And we begin today. One small decision made from that quiet knowing rather than the louder fear. That's how it grows.